Hello there. Welcome to the always liquid, sometimes lonely, and very large world of the Pacific fish. You've seen and probably eaten lots of fish before, but do you know what fish really are? They're cold-blooded, water-living animals that usually have jaws, fins, gills, and a thin, streamlined body. Some fish have bony skeletons like we do, and some have skeletons made of cartilage, like the hard but still movable tip of your nose. Plus a third kind of very primitive fish, which is jawless and does not have paired fins or true teeth. Fish have lived on this planet for about 400 million years. And we know from the fossils of bony fish that 20,000 species of fish once existed. Yet there are still over 20,000 types of fish in the world. And we're going to visit some fish that live in the Pacific Ocean today. But first, please take out your educational coloring book of Pacific fish so you can follow along with your eyes and ears. If you need extra time to read or color, feel free to turn off the cassette at any time. We can start in the exact spot we left off whenever you begin the tape again. All right? Now turn to pages 2 and 3. There you'll find fun facts about fish, plus diagrams of typical bony and cartilaginous fish. When it's time to turn the page, we'll cue you with this special sound. Are you ready to venture into the largest body of water in the world? Okay, let's cast off. The wide fins on this ray-like fish make it look kind of like an angel, don't they? Or maybe even a dark-caped monk. But don't call this fish ray. It's a shark, the Pacific angel shark. Also called the monkfish, this Pacific angel shark has free eyelids, free-moving pectoral fins, and gill slits on the sides of its neck area. And like most sharks, this fish uses its body and tail to swim. Pacific angel sharks are bottom dwellers that often will partly bury themselves in the sand in order to hunt prey and avoid their enemies. Their prey is often crustaceans, but their favorite fish is the California halibut. These warm water lovers are no threat to swimmers and are rarely seen or caught. Yet when a Pacific angel shark is caught, fishermen have to watch out for sudden bites from its very nasty teeth. Next, we'll see one of the speediest fish in the Pacific. This distinctively striped marlin has about 20 thin vertical stripes on its sides. This fish is one of the fastest in the ocean, and its streamlined body and long spear-like bill let it speed through the water as fast as 50 miles an hour. Plus, that versatile bill also helps the striped marlin stun and spear its favorite prey, such as squid. Striped marlins are loners that like to live near the surface of the water. They only form pairs in the spring and summer for breeding. And though their only natural enemies are sharks, they also have to watch out for fish hooks. Striped marlins put up quite an active fight when hooked and can be a big game fisherman's pride and joy. Now, let's visit a fish that moves like a reptile. This moray looks like a snake in the waters off the California coast. Called the California moray for its favorite locale, this fish is dangerous and sometimes deadly to humans. It likes to hide during the day and come out to hunt at night, and will hide its tail end in rocky areas and coral reefs, ready to catch a tasty morsel with its open mouth. Of course, a moray's idea of a tasty morsel could be just about anything. Even though it normally hunts for fish and crustaceans, it will devour any food that's available, dead or alive. A California moray's temper and bite are vicious. But contrary to popular belief, the fish is not poisonous. Now, let's visit another California fish. This uniquely colored fish is the California sheephead or sheep's head. And this male sheep's head has black head and tail areas, a white chin, and a very red center body. Female sheepheads are usually a duller orange-red with a white chin, but some are totally black or blotchy. Incredibly, these California sheepheads change sexes in midlife. Until they are 7 or 8 years old, California sheepheads are female. Then they transform into males. Besides their color changes, you can determine this fish's sex by size. The smaller California sheepheads are female, and the bigger ones are male. Both sexes have big, bucky canine teeth that are made to handle the shellfish that they hunt around coral reefs and kelp beds. Now let's see the king of the Pacific salmon. This Chinook is the largest salmon in all of the Pacific. Though typical rod and reel catchers of this fish weigh around 40 pounds, Chinooks weighing over 80 pounds have been caught. And one was netted that weighed over 125 pounds. Many types of salmon, such as the Chinook, are renowned for their breeding migrations. Though they are really saltwater fish, Chinook salmon are hatched in freshwater and always return to the same spot years later to spawn and then die. When ready for spawning, the Chinooks turn a bright red and begin their way across the ocean and up the streams they came from. Chinooks must surmount many obstacles, such as waterfalls and rapids, to make their way to home waters. Amazingly, some Chinooks travel over 2,000 miles from the Bering Sea up the Yukon River to Lake Teslin in Canada without eating. Then, once they're at the spawning site, the female Chinooks make nests in the gravel and lay up to 5,000 eggs, while the males quickly fertilize them. Exhausted, the Chinooks soon die after spawning, and a couple of months later, a new generation is hatched. At up to 8 feet long, this big skate is the biggest skate in the American Pacific. And with its flat, winged body, spiny tail, and diamond shape, it's hard to believe this fish is related to the shark. Big skates like to hunt for fish and crustaceans along the stony or muddy bottoms of shallow waters, and are found from Alaska to California. An unusual feature of the big skate, as well as other skates, is the leather-like egg capsule that the female produces after mating. This rectangular capsule is known as a mermaid's purse, a sailor's purse, or a sea purse. It is made of keratin and has thin tendrils at each corner, which help secure it to objects on the bottom of the sea. Then, after the baby skates are hatched, the empty capsule is often washed ashore to be picked up by beachcombers. Now, let's see a seahorse. This fascinating Pacific giant seahorse is the largest seahorse in the world. But large is a very relative term when it comes to seahorses. Pacific seahorses only grow to about a foot in length, and one type of seahorse is a mere 1.5 inches when fully grown. Instead of swimming horizontally as most other fish do, seahorses swim vertically and use their dorsal fins as propellers. Plus, their long, curly, prehensile tails let them grab onto seaweed and remain upright when they're not swimming. These fish are also unique because their eyes move separately, and because male seahorses fertilize and carry the female's eggs in a pouch until they hatch. Like the Chinook salmon we visited a while back, these white sturgeons travel to freshwater rivers and lakes in order to spawn. And white sturgeons are the biggest fish to do so in North America. Many of these fish have weighed more than 1,000 pounds. And in the 1800s, 3 white sturgeons tipped the scales at over 1,500 pounds. How do white sturgeons get so huge? with lots of time. It can take 50 years for these fish to grow to 9 or 10 feet, and white sturgeons can live as long as 150 years. It also takes many years for a white sturgeon to reach sexual maturity, and at that time, females can carry millions of eggs. However, these fish are coveted for these delicious eggs or caviar, and early fishing has reduced the white sturgeon's population potential dramatically. Thankfully, this egg harvesting is now illegal in the United States. Now let's see another giant fish. The giant sea bass. This massive fish turns gray with age. Its body starts out red with black spots and progresses to a light gray as the bass gets older. Giant sea basses live off the California coast, from the Gulf down to Guadalupe Island. They like to hang around rocky areas and kelp beds and prey on other fish. These fish are known to reach 7 feet in length and weigh over 500 pounds. In fact, one record giant sea bass catch off Catalina Island weighed over 557 pounds. Now, let's visit a popular California game fish. This yellowtail is distinguished by its yellow-green tail and the bright yellow stripe that runs from its nose to its tail. Yellowtails make great game fish because they are strong swimmers, deep divers, and put on quite a fight when hooked. Though these fish average about 10 pounds, some weigh in at 50 pounds, and one prized yellowtail weighed 111 pounds. Yellowtails hunt fish such as anchovies, sardines, and crabs, and like to live near the surface of the water around coral reefs and kelp beds. Next, we'll visit a fish that's as curious as a cat. My, what big teeth this Pacific barracuda has. Those razor-sharp fang-like choppers are frightening. But studies show that barracudas are less dangerous to humans than sharks. However, these fish are very curious and will follow behind any boat, swimmer, or diver that suits their fancy. Barracudas are also attracted to bright and shiny objects, which probably remind them of tasty little fish. Pacific barracudas can reach a length of 4 feet, yet they are smaller than their great barracuda cousins of the Atlantic Ocean. And though there are over 20 species of barracudas in the world, these great game fish are the only barracudas on the North American Pacific coast and can be found from Alaska to Southern California. Next, we'll visit a greenling. A greenling is a food fish that has green-colored skin, and this big lingcod has green-tinted flesh as well. But don't worry about the unusual color. This fish is very edible. Also referred to as a cultus, the lingcod is a very popular game fish. And because it can reach 5 feet in length and weigh up to 70 pounds, the lingcod is also harvested by commercial fishermen. Since lingcods are fast swimmers, they are also good hunters, and they use their big mouths and canine teeth to crush the shells of crustaceans and mollusks. Lingcods also like cooler waters and are often found near Alaska. No, this bizarre fish is not a product of modern art. It's a California halibut, and it has its 2 eyes on the left side of its head. When this fish and other members of its flounder family are hatched, their eyes look normal. But soon afterwards, the fish begin to favor one side of their body by leaning to one side. California halibuts usually lean on the right sides, so their right eye drifts upward and migrates to the left side. Now, why on earth or sea does this happen? Well, it appears to make the California halibut's life as a bottom dweller a bit easier. Once it becomes a lefty, This fish likes to bury its blind right side in sand or mud and keep two eyes out for potential prey, such as worms, shellfish, and other small fish. Sometimes the halibut's mouth will twist upward as well, which makes hunting even easier. And finally, the fish's blind underside loses its color and turns white. Now, let's visit a fish that's definitely a household name. The fancy white meat of this albacore is called tuna fish. As you may have guessed, this fish is very popular with fishermen, but not just for its lucrative commercial appeal. The albacore is a terrific rod and reel sport fish as well. Albacores have very streamlined bodies, which give them tremendous speed. In fact, the tracking of tagged albacores has shown that they can swim the entire Pacific. Plus, schools of albacores have been known to travel 30 miles an hour. And when a school of albacores meets up with a school of food fish, watch out. The albacores attack with gusto and will even leap into the air in the process. Well, it's time to head back to shore now. I hope you enjoyed our Pacific prance as much as I did. Now you'll have lots of time to go back to page 4 and color in all of the enthralling Pacific fish we just heard about. If you need help figuring out what colors to use, just read the section on each page called Color It. Every picture tells an incredible story. There's a lot to remember, so be sure to listen to the tape again too. Bye for now.